There is an unwritten rule book in Hollywood. Smile perfectly. Answer carefully. Never say anything too honest. Never say anything too real. Stay on brand. Stay controlled. Stay safe. Every major celebrity understands this game. The biggest stars spend years learning exactly what to say, what not to say, how to avoid controversy, how to dodge uncomfortable questions, and how to make every interview feel polished. Sofia Vergara never seemed interested in any of that. She walks onto live television and speaks exactly the way she speaks in real life. No complicated strategy. No carefully engineered image. No attempt to sound like anyone except herself. And somehow, the more honest she is, the more people love her. That alone would be unusual. But what makes Sofia different is that she doesn't just survive these moments. She dominates them. The first thing people notice is her accent. It's impossible not to. When Sofia arrived in the United States from Barranquilla, Colombia, industry executives constantly told her the same thing. The accent was a problem. It was too strong, too noticeable, too foreign. Some people genuinely believed it would prevent her from becoming a mainstream star. Most actors would have tried to change it. Sofia didn't. Instead, she leaned into it. She made it part of her identity, part of her humor, part of her confidence, part of her brand. And over time, something incredible happened. The very thing people said would hold her back became the thing that made her unforgettable. At the height of Modern Family, Sofia Vergara became one of the most recognizable faces on television. Not despite her accent, because of it. But here's what people often misunderstand. The accent isn't what makes her funny. The timing does. The confidence does. The intelligence does. The accent simply makes the delivery memorable. Sofia always understands exactly where the joke is. And more importantly, she understands when she's the one telling it. She never allows herself to become the punchline. She's always controlling the moment. That's why audiences laugh with her, rather than at her. And that difference changed everything. If there is one thing that separates Sofia Vergara from almost every other celebrity interviewer, it's speed. Most funny people need a moment, a pause, a second to think, a chance to build the joke. Sofia often doesn't. Her response arrives instantly, sometimes before the question is even finished. And that's when hosts usually realize they're in trouble. Because once Sofia gets momentum, the conversation belongs to her. Over the years, countless interviewers have tried to tease her. Many thought they had found the perfect joke. Others believed they could catch her off guard. It almost never works. Instead, Sofia takes the joke, flips it upside down, and sends it right back. The audience sees it happen in real time. A host says something clever. A few people laugh. Then Sofia responds, and suddenly the entire room explodes. Because nobody expected her answer, and neither did the host. One of the reasons these moments go viral is because they feel genuine. Nothing appears rehearsed. Nothing feels manufactured. You can actually watch the surprise on people's faces when she responds. That's rare in modern celebrity culture. Most interviews feel planned. Most stories have already been approved. Most answers sound prepared. Sofia's don't. And audiences recognize authenticity immediately. Which brings us to Modern Family. For 11 seasons, Sofia played Gloria Delgado Pritchett. The role changed her life. But behind the scenes, she became just as famous for something else, making everybody laugh. The blooper reels from Modern Family became legendary. Entire scenes collapsed because cast members couldn't stay focused. Professional actors with decades of experience found themselves completely losing composure.
and Sofia was often right in the middle of it. What made these moments special was how natural they were. She wasn't trying to create bloopers. She wasn't performing for behind-the-scenes cameras. She was simply reacting. And those reactions turned into some of the funniest moments from the entire production. The audience loved Gloria, but the cast loved Sofia. And the bloopers showed exactly why.
There's another reason Sofia Vergara stands out, and it has nothing to do with comedy. It's honesty. Real honesty. The kind that most celebrities avoid. Live television is designed to encourage safe answers. Hosts ask questions. Celebrities respond carefully. Nobody says too much. Nobody takes risks. Everybody goes home happy. Sofia often ignores that formula completely. When she's asked a question, she answers it. Not the version her publicist wishes she answered. Not the version designed to avoid headlines. The real answer. And because of that, audiences never know exactly what's coming next. Some of her most memorable moments happened because she simply refused to give the expected response. A host asks something personal. Most celebrities smile politely. Sofia gives details. A host tries to tease her. Most celebrities laugh awkwardly. Sofia fires back immediately. A host creates an uncomfortable moment. Most celebrities try to move on. Sofia turns the discomfort into comedy. Again and again, she proves something most people don't realize. Confidence isn't about controlling every situation. It's about being comfortable enough to stop trying. Sofia doesn't seem worried about being perfect, and that freedom makes her incredibly entertaining to watch. There have even been interviews where the atmosphere felt strange from the beginning. The questions felt awkward. The energy felt uncomfortable. The interviewer seemed determined to create tension. Those situations usually make celebrities nervous. Sofia becomes stronger. She gets funnier, more relaxed, more confident. It's almost as if pressure makes her sharper. By the end of those interviews, viewers aren't talking about the interviewer anymore. They're talking about Sofia, because she somehow turned an uncomfortable situation into a victory. And she did it without raising her voice, without getting angry, without losing control. That's a skill very few people possess. For all her confidence, there is one thing that consistently defeats Sofia Vergara. People doing impressions of her. The moment somebody accurately copies her voice, her rhythm, and her expressions, she completely loses it. She laughs uncontrollably. And that's one of the most revealing things about her personality, because it shows she doesn't take herself too seriously. For someone who spent years at the top of television, that's surprisingly rare. Many celebrities become protective of their image. Sofia seems happy to laugh at herself. And perhaps that's the secret behind everything. Because underneath the fame, the interviews, the viral clips, and the red carpets, there is a much bigger story. She built everything herself. Long before Modern Family, long before Emmy nominations, long before becoming one of the highest paid actresses in television history, she was a young single mother trying to create opportunities. She was learning a new industry, learning a new language, trying to survive in an environment where people constantly told her what she couldn't do. Her accent was supposedly a weakness. Her background was supposedly a weakness. Her personality was supposedly too much. Yet every one of those things became an advantage. Not because she changed them, because she embraced them. She raised her son while building a career. She experienced loss. She experienced rejection. She experienced years of uncertainty. And she kept moving forward. That's the part of the Sofia Vergara story that often gets overlooked. The funny clips get millions of views. The interviews go viral. The comebacks become headlines. But the foundation underneath all of it is resilience. The discipline to keep going when success isn't guaranteed.
the courage to remain yourself when people tell you to change, and the confidence to walk into every room exactly as you are. Sofia Vergara isn't funny because she's trying to be funny. She's funny because she's comfortable being herself. And in an industry filled with carefully managed personalities, that might be the rarest thing of all. She didn't change for Hollywood. Hollywood eventually changed for her.
Behind the humor and confidence is something deeper. Sofia Vergara built everything herself. She arrived in the United States as a single mother with no Hollywood connections. She was told her accent was a limitation. She ignored it. She worked through commercials, hosting, small roles, and years of rejection. Then, Modern Family changed everything. But the foundation was already built long before that. She lost her brother to violence in Colombia. She raised her son alone. She rebuilt her life in a new country from nothing, and still kept showing up. That is why her humor lands differently. Because it is not just performance. It is survival expressed through comedy. Today, she is not just a celebrity who makes people laugh. She is someone who turned everything she was told to fix into the very thing that made her unforgettable. And she never once changed who she was to get there. That is the real reason Sofia Vergara can say things others cannot. Because she is not trying to fit the room. She makes the room fit her.